Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Hidden Springs. Love their kind of fun labels. They got pizza, they got vanilla beans, all that kind of crazy stuff. Upside Down. This is Hidden Springs Pineapple Upside Down Cake. Well, the name is the Upside Down. Pineapple Upside Down Cake, inspired sour ale, lactose, and vanilla. Have I had upside down pineapple cake? No, I don't think so. So, we're talking about a dessert that I don't know about, but I can only imagine. Honey, what's an upside down pineapple cake?
Pineapple upside down cake?
Yeah.
It's a cake that you literally, in the pan, you lay pineapple rings.
5.5 ABV.
And then there's usually like a, I can't think of what it's called, but it's made with like brown sugar and butter and anyway, yeah. And then the cake goes on top of that. And then you bake it, and then when it's done baking, you flip it over so the pineapples are on top.
So pineapple cake.
It's pineapple with like a vanilla cake, basically.
Okay. Beer comes in a kind of like medium gold color, probably a little bit of color from the pineapple. Wonderful white head. Looks pretty nice. Mostly kettle sour. I get some fruity notes. I guess it's pineapple. Pineapple sweetness. It's actually like jelly kind of pineapple. So jelly pineapple. A little bit of stinkiness. So the kettle sour has a little bit of stinkiness going on, I imagine. The stinkiness almost offers a kind of like milky tone, like sour milk. Strange. Oh, okay. All right. That's a sour base with vanilla. It's vanilla, right? Yeah. Vanilla and tart pineapple. But it's still acidic beer. Quite nice. So what I like about this beer is that I feel some other ones were a little bit too acidic. It is still a very sour beer. It's a very sour beer. And for someone looking for a pineapple upside down cake, whatever you call it, it's still too sour. It just doesn't hit on the desserty sour base. I find that you can find balance in the sense that you can do all impression and you just go really fruity, blah, 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 and like hit with acidity and all the fruitiness, all that pretty stuff. Here, relying on a really sour beer and then allowing the other elements, as in the pineapple, vanilla, and lactose, sort of like help you compensate for how sour this beer is. And I feel like I find a little bit of this kind of like off flavor, a little bit of like vomity off flavor off their kettle sour, maybe. Tell me if you guys find that. But otherwise, it is a really sour kettle sour with a balanced kind of like a pineapple that comes in that like plays with acidity, and then you're balancing it out with some lactose and vanilla. There's almost like a bread crusty tone to it that I almost guess there's like a cinnamon or something in there, but there's not. But for sure, there's some something's really stinky in this beer. So the kettle sours maybe got something going on, but in the end, or the fruit is so over extractedly ripe that I'm getting that kind of like overripe vomity kind of thing. It's a fun beer. It's nice. Oh, there's something else going on. But in general, just like I think one of the other sours that I reviewed, it's too sour. I think that when you're doing this kind of sour, you want to hit at acidity for the point of acidity. Like Westbrook Goza makes sense. Like you want sharply acidic, coriander salt balances it out. Here, you just have a really kind of like sour beer and you're trying to sell cake to me. And nothing about this beer sells cake. You just have a really sour beer with a little bit of fruit, a little bit of like balancing kind of lactose and vanilla, which are not really that noticeable as you like drink it. Like, I say they're noticeable, but like they're not compensating enough. It's still a really sour beer. And so for me, I want something refreshing. So I want a Westbrook Goza. I want it like a pretty beer like, do I have it here? Yeah. amber colored glasses, just like a little bit of fruit, super sour beer. Fine, cool. Let's go there. Now you're trying to sell me a cake, but you're getting me a sour beer with some flavors, and you're not selling me cake, right? So for me, if you're, I mean, like, I'm not a guy that like goes out like, hey, I want a cake beer. I'm disappointed, 2.5 on tap, screw you. I'm not that guy, but I'm also the guy that like, or not that guy. I'm not gonna like give you justice on your beer for just making a sour beer that wants to sell cake, but also just has a kettle sour with some fruit flavors and lactose, and it's drinkable. It's very good. Sorry, it's not very good. It's good, but it's not like. So anyway, full blind, I would never guess you're trying to do cake on here. Full blind, I would have guessed like this is a kettle sour with pixie sticks and pineapple with a little bit of vanilla, maybe lactose, blah blah, and a little bit of stinky all flavor. 85. That's upside down. The upside down from Hidden Springs. It's fine beer. I think it actually has a good impression, but doesn't really do too much outside of that. It's very sour, which I like, but for most people, I think they would hate it. So, hey man, if you're looking for a cake sour, you're going to hate this guy because it does nothing for that. Because with the cake sour, you want like chewy, you want the cake tones and all this crazy stuff. You probably give this a D or C if you want a cake beer. This is not a cake beer. It is a kettle sour with a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of fruit. There you go. 85. The upside down from Hidden Springs. Until next time, guys. Cheers.